The moment in time, my gorgeous Libra, you understand this, the better it's going to be. You are going to bring such an amazing peace into your life, harmony into your life, such a powerful balance into your life by keeping it simple. What do I mean by that? The moment in time, you understand that you're going to bring peace, harmony, and such an amazing balance into your life. The moment in time you understand that you need to keep something simple. This is about you being in two minds at the beginning of this week. Something is going to make you ridiculously indecisive, like there is no tomorrow. You're going to find yourself like, oh my God. But then again, you need to keep it simple. And what do I mean by this? That means that once you find yourself in two minds, it is to do with something that has karmically come to an end. It is to do with something that the sooner you walk away from this and sooner you move on from this, the happier you are going to be. And this is going to reflect on your whole spiritual journey in the best possible way, because it's holding like a really important opportunities away from you, and it has been for a while. So you have to be honest with yourself, and you need to understand why do you need to keep things simple, and what exactly do you need to accept right now and move on, because that in itself has created a very annoying, like a personal setback that was holding you back for the last 5 months quite a lot. So the moment you realize what do you need to accept and move on, the sooner you are going to find your peace. And you know what? I don't need to tell you to do this, because you are going to do this, my gorgeous Libra. I see this, I know this, I'm aware of this 1,000,000%. How do I know this, baby? Because 2 or 3 days after that moment in time, you are going to have this absolutely wonderful sign that is going to mean to you. This sign, it's going to mean to you so much, because it's going to make you feel calm like instantly. It's going to bring hope into your life. It's going to bring faith into your life. It's to do with like something that it's almost immediately going to start the spiritual renewal when it comes to you. So this is going to be a really good sign and really good omen when it comes to the beginning of rejuvenation. But when it comes to you, a kind of like, this in itself, it's really kind of this omen and sign. It's going to make you aware of like some kind of a doubts and fears that you had. Listen, this omen and this sign that you are going to have, somehow this is going to make you aware of some kind of doubts and some kind of fears that you had. And these little bastards have been holding you down as well at the same time. So you will see that you are becoming stronger. You will understand that you became so strong, that you became so powerful, and that in itself, it's really kind of going to really kind of illuminate you so much at this stage of your life. When it comes to fire within, when it comes to your passion, when it comes to your inspiration, when it comes to things that you're devoted to, this is only going to highlight exactly what you are devoted to, what you should be devoted to, because it's going to lead towards your life becoming so much more practical, and also it's going to lead towards you nurturing your life spiritually with what you should do in order to make yourself happy on daily basis, not to wait for the time when you're going to feel happy, to make yourself happy on daily basis. Make your life like a holiday. Instead of going on a holiday, you make your life like a holiday every day. Why not? Well, my gorgeous Libra, you are on a good way. You are on a good path to do just that, because this is not only going to reflect on you spiritually, but it's going to reflect on you kind of this is going to be brilliant when it comes to you your finances as well, when it comes to your practicality and when it comes to you providing financially. So this is absolutely brilliant indeed. And also, my gorgeous Libra, at around the beginning of this week, a very unusual dream, very vivid dream, very vivid dream indeed. For many of you are going to be like, oh my God, I didn't dream in a long time, you know. But don't miss the point, baby. Don't miss the point what this dream is about. It's going to be about what you need to commit yourself to. This dream is going to be guiding you. What do you need to commit yourself to? Something that's just like kind of around you, but you're not understanding the importance of it. You know, you're not understanding the importance of it. So this dream is going to point out somehow what you should commit yourself to at this stage of your life, okay? And that in itself is going to make you aware of also later on what personal effort do you kind of need to put towards it as well. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, this is so gorgeous, so beautiful. You know, there is going to be such a beautiful moment in between you and somebody else, and this is going to mean to you so much. You know, you and this very special person in your life, you are going to be kind of talking about something, and you are going to be talking about some kind of your problem that you have, and this person is going to come up with a solution, and you're going to love this so much, because on one hand you can't talk about problems like this to everybody. So this in itself is going to mean to you so much, but the fact that this person is going to provide you with a really great solution to your problem, this is also going to mean to you so much. But it's all about you kind of understanding how much someone means to you, and you're going to find this really rewarding, bless your heart, you know. And this is going to create this really beautiful moment where when you have a conversation with that person, this is also going to kind of something, it's going to open your eyes. There is something that you're going to realize about yourself and about your life. And this is not only going to open your eyes, but you are going to be able to see the bigger picture, that you have actually, you're going to realize that you overcame some kind of a challenge. You already came on top. You already came on top. You already overcame some kind of a challenge, but because that challenge was part of your life for absolute ages, you still think that this is dominating your life. So this beautiful baby, this beautiful person here is just gonna play such a magnificent role here, because of that person, you're also gonna snap out of it, out of something really dark, really annoying, really stale, and really negative, and you are going to realize your true power. This is why I keep on saying people who are in our lives are not there by an accident. Major people in our lives are meant to be in our lives, especially those people who mean to us so much. My God, so it's so complex, so many different dimensions, you know, when it comes to it. And this is just one particular dimension, which is really going to refresh you and refresh your life as well, because you are going to be able to see the bigger picture, and you are very shortly after that moment in time, you're going to become aware of like a very interesting opportunities that only like few months ago, these interesting opportunities, you would like think like, oh yeah, it's a wishful thinking. Only a few months ago you'd be like, oh my God, no, this is not going to happen. And now what you thought it was like wishful thinking, it's about to kind of like really kind of stare at you in your face. I'm here, baby. Do you know what I mean? So important, my gorgeous Libra, indeed. So you are going to be provided with some very interesting choices and opportunities here. You know, and these are all going to be so wise, you know, so important, because on one hand, everything is going to start making sense, you know, but then on another hand, it's like both going to be fantastic for you, like spiritually, and it's going to be fantastic for you financially, and it's going to be fantastic when it comes to your happiness as well. So don't be surprised at around the midweek, you are also going to come across a very unusual, in between the midweek and the last week, you're going to, last part of this week, you're going to come across somebody so unusual, somebody very bizarre, very strange, somebody who's like almost like from a different planet. But that particular person is so amazing, because that there is something so unique about that person, something super unique about that person. And it's not about what something super unique about that person, but it's more about what this person is about, and something very kind of, that person is going to be strange, bizarre, like from a different different time, only almost as if this person that you're going to come across is going to be like from the 12th or 13th or 14th century or something like that. There is something going to be so unusual about that person, but this is only for you to notice that person. And then as soon as you notice that person, you're going to realize that there is something very specific that you actually share, okay, when it comes to this specific person, which is going to come forward at around the mid and at around the end of this week. And once you come across this person, you know, also at the same time, this is so important because I need you to understand this. Somehow, through this person, you are going to kind of understand that there is something that you need to explore. There is something that you need to kind of find out more somehow. And this is so important because you are going to discover something new and very special about yourself. And it's going to leave you with a feeling, I want to find out more about something that they were doing, maybe that they were talking about, maybe that they were like kind of like a thinking about, or whatever it is. You know, this is going to be very interesting for you because you are going to discover something very special about yourself. Your life is going to become a very, very interesting because for the first time in your life, you are going to be able to connect to something that you never connected to before. And this in itself, it's like really going to surprise you. It's really going to surprise you, and it's going to make you aware of the fact how much you want your life to be how it maybe used to be like a long time ago. Please don't get me wrong. Please don't get me wrong. This is only about highlighting the elements of your life that you maybe had in your life before, and now they're gonna be proper major, you know, kind of missing. This is important because sometimes we leave a certain part of ourselves in the past until we gather and learn more on our spiritual journey. And it's very deep and it's very complex to explain, but it's a lot about learning specific things on a spiritual journey for a while. And once we gather enough information, we can return to certain things the way they were, that we had to live in the past for a while until we kind of like gain the certain knowledge. It's all going to lead towards you making the most out of life, but also at the same time, you know, your life, it's like going to become like pretty much so magical in many different ways, because I can tell you that every single time, every single day, every single step after this moment in time, everything is going to start making sense. Everything that was slowed down, everything that didn't make sense, it's like, oh my God. And also, at around the end of this week, my gorgeous Libra, it's like a basically, sorry, before I go to the end of this week, also midweek, a very, very important negotiation. Very important negotiation. Do not forget, there is some kind of negotiation which is going to be really important here as well. Very, very successful. Okay, and also at around the end of this week, my gorgeous Libra, you know, it's like a basically, this is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. I'm so happy here because you will realize, you know, it's a lot about liberation from some kind of obstruction. It's about you are going to find a solution to some kind of problem that exhausted you, like literally exhausted you. So it's about you just out of the blue finding a solution to this problem that exhausted you. But how is that going to happen? Suddenly you are going to be thinking about something that you are great at, something that you are really good at, and it's to do with your skill. It's to do with a specific skill. And that in itself, it's going to get the energy going, and that in itself, it's going to make you feel very, very determined indeed. So you are going to be thinking about something that you're really great at, something that you are really good at. It's to do with your skill, and this is naturally and spiritually going to start beautifully open you out. And this is why you open you out, you know, and this is why this is going to put you on the path where you this is going to lead you towards you finding a solution. This energy is going to be very powerful indeed, and this is what this energy is doing. It's changing a balance in the best possible way. You start to see things crystal clear indeed. So this is going to lead towards you finding a solution to some kind of problem, which is going to lead towards liberation from obstruction for so long, which is on another hand going to start process of healing Okay, and it's going to give you choice and chance to correct past mistakes, but at the same time it's also going to start the process of restoring a balance in your life, which is going to lead towards you understanding exactly which is going to lead towards you understanding exactly which responsible action do you need to take. Which responsible action do you need to take? Because now this is the right timing when it comes to it, and it's like basically it's marking the start of a very, very important cycle in your life where you are about to regenerate yourself. And also at the same time, after that moment in time, you are not only going to be able to see so many steady improvements, which are going to be ever so important when it comes to your balance and when it comes to something that is going to keep you going at a time when, oh my God, things may be a little bit scary, but at the same time it's ultimately going to lead towards your own prosperity, wealth, good fortune, success. It's like, oh my God, my gorgeous Libra, you know what, this is gonna lead towards like a wealth, a good fortune, success. You know, do not forget to express gratitude by supporting others. And even on top of that, my gorgeous Libra, you are going to be in for some kind of adventure here. Absolutely brilliant, because that particular adventure that is gonna come very soon out of it, it's gonna be directly responsible for you broadening your horizons at this stage of your life. Okay, my gorgeous Libra, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.